Today is November 1st, 2021. This is the Harry Thomas Show. The websites are located at harrythomas.info and harrythomasshow.com. You can find all the other stuff linked there. I'm your host, Harry Thomas. Let me tell you, the first minute for you Instagram users, this is a doozy. Biden's plan to pay $450,000 to separated illegal immigrants' families is a slap in the face to hardworking Americans. Biden's cancellation of Trump's border wall on the U.S. Mexican border has led to one of the greatest humanitarian crises of our times. And this was written by Robert Bridge by Russian Times. The Biden administration's latest flight of liberal lunacy, a reported plan to pay millions of dollars to illegal migrant families separated at the border, shows why Trump's border fence was the very best plan of them all. Oh my God. Well, Instagram users are gone. The first 3 minutes is dedicated to the TikTok users. My new TikTok. We're on TikTok, Harry Thomas Show. You can find all the links at harrythomas.info. Facebook, all of it. Banned everywhere. I'm just going to keep getting banned and keep starting up new ones. As the rapidly capsizing ship known as the Biden presidency continues to descend below the waves into the depths of insanity, Life Raft has been launched not for the overworked American taxpayer, but to the horde of illegal immigrants who gatecrashed their way into the United States. In this modern version of the Titanic, White House officials are reportedly in talks with lawyers representing the illegal horde who are seeking $450,000 per family member in compensation for the supposed trauma they suffered at the hands of the Trump administration, the Wall Street Journal wrote, citing people familiar with the matter. If approved, the plan would fork over an estimated $1 billion or more to these families, most of whom, it would be emphasized, broke U.S. law by crossing illegally. Let me tell you, for the rest of you TikTok listeners, get over to ban.video. Get over there to newswars.com, harrythomas.info, harrythomasshow.com, bitchute.com, the real Harry Thomas Show. Yeah, got them plugs in now. We might be at Bitchute right now, or this might be a YouTube video right now. We don't know. Depends on how far I mouth off or decide to mouth off. Oh boy, that's a lot of money though. $1 billion to people who jumped the fence, didn't have a ticket to the show. I was born here. They gave me $2,000. They're giving them $450,000. A lot of these people didn't even have IDs. They didn't even have to take, any kind of medical tests going. I'm in the hospital here with a broken leg, and they were been sticking COVID swabs up into my brain. Every time I've had 4 operations, and I've had more than that in COVID, about double that in COVID tests. How many did they have? None. None. Oh my God! It says here that they crossed illegally into the American territory. So now Uncle Sam finds himself in this ridiculous position of being sued by the trespassers who are seeking monetary compensation of being bit by the homeowner's guard dog in the course of an attempted break-in. The fact that the children were occasionally the ones separated by their families at the border should not make the legal case any stronger for the illegal immigrants, due to chaotic conditions at the U.S.-Mexico border, where many people regularly arrive without identification. It is nearly impossible to know whether a child is traveling in the company of his parents or a human trafficker or some other non-guardian, or who knows. when you ain't got no identification. That is precisely why the Trump administration, which was being accused of detaining children in cages, a policy that actually began under Barack Obama, found it necessary to separate family members until their true identities could be determined. It's no secret that many of the already trafficked into the U.S. around here in the world are forced to participate in the vast underground prostitution networks. That's, there's a lot of ways they get. I can't even read that stuff, but there's a lot of ways they get the human traffickers, and they get the slaves, the work slaves, and the sex slaves, and all the other slaves. I wanted to point out. I'm gonna have to go back to refresh my memory because I did want to point out on in this video because I'm not sure if this could be a YouTube video. I don't know what to put on YouTube anymore because they'll ban my channel in the next video I say something out. But it says here, um, oh yeah, so you know they were criticizing that other organization because they were saying they were putting them in cages and separating the families and all this other stuff. But really, what was happening was they didn't know if they had rights to it, to, you know, if they were family members, if they were traffickers. They didn't know if some of them people had rights to the child. So what can you do? What can you do when you got a big mess there at the border? You know, and this is another way that they pit the left against the right, divide and conquer. That's what they want to do, divide and conquer. And I'm pulling Johnny Appleseed out of the hat, and I'm pulling Paul Revere out of the hat, and old Thomas Paine, and we need all we can get out of here to get this word around about this takeover, about this trying to separate us, about all this propaganda and this mind control programming, uh, the pitting against us against each other, wanting to put us into a civil war. This left against right shenanigans has got to stop. It has just got to stop. It's maniacal. It's totally maniacal. 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 It's psychotic as these New World Order minions. And actually, the minions are the people who are like the puppets, just doing the minions, just doing the bidding of the psychotic, uh, mind warped upper echelon. And then you got your Biden puppets and your, who knows where Schwab and Rockefellers and all them kind and the fit in, but the royal families and the leaders of the countries and most of that stuff, they're mostly just yes people. They're going along. They're mind warped, is what they are. They're mind warped, and to be laying this down the way they are, and I'm telling you, boy, I could feel that police state coming. The one that they're laying down over there in Australia, New Zealand, and the threats being made. Man, the Canadian people don't look like they're in much good a shape either. And they're right along the same lines with New Zealand and Australia. Excuse me. But the only thing I can say is just keep waking people up, yelling at Paul Revere, hitting that bell and saying, come on, neighbor. Come on, co-worker. Come on, brother and sister. Don't be mad at me over what's going on. Don't buy into this crap of this black and white, left and right. We can't fight. It ain't right. And we're not going to do it tonight. We're going to love each other as many sunrises as we can. And we're going to resist the New World Order. And we're going to resist the tyranny and the tyrannical leaders. Let's say no. Let's uphold our oaths to the Constitution. Let's uphold our gut feeling. We know what God wants us to do, or the Creator, or whatever you believe in. And even if you don't believe in anything, believe that these people believe. And they're playing it out in their playbook. A total destruction of humanity, a degradation of humanity. And we got to save humanity. You know, our founding fathers in this country here gave us the tools to do that. And it's time to dust off those dusty strings just one more time. And we're going to let them shine. And we're going to sing our songs of freedom and our redemption songs. You see what I'm saying? There's some great websites out there. There's some great freedom of speech stuff at bitchute.com. That's where you'll find the real Harry Thomas Show. All you got to do is just do a search for the real Harry Thomas Show or Harry Thomas Show. It's on there now. And you'll find me over there, and you'll find a whole bunch of other stuff. Surf around a little bit. Search around. All kinds of ideas and different things and different styles that you could learn how to wake up people in your family. Different people in your family and stuff. You know? But, you know, the hospital's been great to me up here. They treat me like a rock star. They love my podcast. 8 out of 10 dentists can't be wrong. Well, how was it? 8 out of 10 doctors recommend the Harry Thomas Show. 8 out of 10 workers that I've run into at the hospitals that I've been in. I've been in 4 hospitals this past 4 months. And 8 out of 10 hospital workers that I run into recommend the Harry Thomas Show. And they back what I've got to say for the most part. Nobody needs this stuff. I got papers on stuff that I was talking about on a previous show that I don't think, or was it earlier this show? Yeah, maybe I can't even put this. Maybe this isn't making it on YouTube. I can't remember if I did a previous show. I got papers that even prove what I was saying from people. You know, nobody wants to put their name on it, though. I mean, a bunch of people were saying, whatever you do, don't never tell my name. No. But I'm glad to hear the stories. I ran into a state trooper, and I said very nonchalantly to him, I said, is COVID ever going to end? And he said, no. New York State Trooper, no. Some people have no sense of humor. No. I said, yeah, you got, you know. And he was just like, no. But we got to keep our spirits up. That's what I'm trying to say. We got to build our spirits up. Try to inform each other, love our families, and get prepared. Get them water supply. I would recommend about a month. I don't know what the CDC or the FEMA or any of these government agency washout pinheads are recommending, but I do have some survival guides up at harrythomasshow.info, which all the links are at harrythomas.info. But you'll find links over there. I got survival guides up. I got some books up. You could read Brave New World by Adolphus Huxley. I wanted to get 1984 up. I keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, so trying to keep it fresh, trying to reach people. Building up some social networks, got on the Twitter and gotten on the TikTok and the Instagram and the re-edit. So if you know anything, any good channels on any of them followers, give me a link. You know any news stories? If you got any blogs that you've written that are pretty good, send them on over to Harry at harrythomas.info. That's Harry at harrythomas.info. I'm always willing. You got criticism of the show, you want to just write me an email and tell me I'm a freaking asshole, you can say you could do that too. I don't really care because I've seen it all over the years. Been doing this since 2005, so I don't do the fancy videos anymore. Been kind of having fun doing the TikTok things with the little GIFs, trying to plant them around these videos. So this will be up here. So on the TikTok videos, it'll be like, ooh, on air, live podcast, ooh, breaking news. So, and I can put harrythomas.info, banned on Facebook, go to the website, whatever date the first 3 minutes of the show was. So, and then with that, it'll automatically cut it down to 1 minute for Instagram. So, the first minute of the show, I'm just gonna try to get something information out and plug a few websites. Make sure I plug them again before the 3 minutes is up. Boom, then I'm off on you guys. If it's a clean run, I'll throw it up on YouTube. And if we get a little funky or get off the topics that they're censoring on the Google platforms, it'll definitely be up on Bitchute.com. I did get a podcast out on the Podomatic platform. I don't know how that's holding up over there. I've been really having a very hard time making MP3s. I don't know why, but it's been happening, and they've been skipping a little bit. And I don't have the time to listen to them for the content. Well, not the content, but the transformations. I just don't have the room on this little cloud. What is this? Apple book? No, it's a notebook, whatever. But there's just no hard drive space. And with doing the videos, trying to do the MP3s with the hard drive space on, even trying to convert them online, I'm getting poor quality product. Or I'll find a program and I won't know where it is, and now I've got cache somewhere that's holding a gigabyte of stuff that I don't know where it is to erase it. Anyway, who needs my tech problems, right? Who needs to hear about that? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about my medical conditions or my bone infections or my serious rage against the machine. I am angry. I am angry that these buffoons have taken over. And I did rant and rave last week, and it felt good. And I could see that, it might not be the best thing to do, get out there. But whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. I take the heat. I take the most heat from my friends. I punish myself the most, But we're all in this awakening together. The left and the right has gotten us where we are to get today. They both take the special interest money, and they both do what they're told from their big handlers. And I don't know what else to say about it. Call them the Illuminati, call them the Cabal, call them whatever you want. But get out to some of these websites, naturalnews.com, band.video. Get over there, harrythomas.info, harrythomasshow.com, because not always the infos don't always work. Facebook, I'm banned on Facebook, but the .com works, harrythomasshow.com. The old YouTube channel, all one word, youtube.com/harrythomasinfo, because together we will make a difference. I want to thank you for listening.